It's been about 1 hour since we lost control of our sailboat while trying to re-anchor during a storm and ended up pinned on a reef.
What is it?
It was chaotic, and as Calico skies bashed on the reef, we tried both with our motor and the help of our friends' boats to get off, but we failed, and now rest in less than 5 feet of water.
My butter, dude. Alright, we're in trouble.
You're hoping, and there's another man that was fishing.
The water, at least, is now still as the storm has ended, and we're no longer slamming into the coral. We're hoping to use our anchor as a kedge to maneuver us out sideways and through the coral head maze, so we're moving it out now into deeper water beyond the reef's edge.
There's a line underneath there, Triple. There you go. Right, back up. You have a line there, careful.
Good.
Derek, you see the diver? The diver? Okay, that's one.
Okay.
That's a camera light.
Okay, here's one more light. I'm gonna get Derek,
Yeah, I have to go digging now.
so you...
Going down, let's see what else is in the way. Here. Okay, here's another one.
There you have another one. We're gonna dig out a mask now.
You got a mask?
We're looking to get,
gonna
Bill's
get
gotta
one.
dig it out.
Let me try. Hold this.
Biting me.
Yeah, take the light, Derek. Find light right. You think I should jump in or should stay up the boat?
I don't know if we need more people in right now.
I can put a little tension on the windlass too.
Yeah.
I'll put a little. Oh, they're pushing her.
Do you see how it moves?
I guess they're not. They're just loose boulders.
Your whole boat is free here.
Is my rudder clear?
That's the thing.
If we pivot the rudder out of the way, though,
I mean, I don't see why we can't literally pull on it right now.
I could use a windlass. I could put the windlass.
Problem right here. Well, we can spin it this one. Bring the windlass in.
Let me grab the remote.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little tension on the bow. This will bring us down a little bit.
Can we get some light over here?
Let me grab this underwater light.
Or have Grace hold the light for us?
I'm trying.
You have that flat underwater light there?
Yep.
I'm so glad it calmed down right now.
Just over here, Grace.
She is floating though, freely.
Yeah, my only concern is this thing over here.
Our anchor's actually over there towards the boat. Right? 2 o'clock.
Yeah, but do we have a straight path?
No, I think that's what they're saying.
No, it's not gonna work. If you pull this
Yeah.
way, you're bringing us right. We
We
gotta
want to go straight.
Yeah.
straight and then right.
Okay.
It's just you're gold. Let's do it.
There's moving pin around, I think.
I see.
Might need someone up here forward to give me an eye.
Let go, let go.
Back. Okay, chain down.
All right, the keel, the front of the keel's hitting something. Keel, the rudder's free.
Yeah, Derek said the keel's hitting something now. The keel's hitting something, right? I feel that.
Yeah, I just moved it.
There's a rock right here.
Our friends have determined that much of the coral underneath us is actually dead and light enough to move. Though they are big chunks, they can be muscled out of the way.
There's a big bommy right in front of the keel. It's pretty solid. It's huge. Can you move the boat to the right?
But not all the coral is movable. Some of it is alive and can't be pushed away.
There's a rock right here.
Is it hitting the? Yeah, we got one more. Is it movable?
Yeah, yeah. Let's do it. Everyone clear?
Yeah.
All clear.
Keep going.
I'm not happy.
Right, we just have to get around this one.
That's the last thing, and then you're free.
Where?
So after you get past that, you're free. It's deep here. It's like 7 feet deep.
Are we gonna float over this one here? At 1 o'clock? 11 o'clock?
It seems like there's two next to each other that you could sneak between.
So we're gonna have to kind of move sideways and then around it, I guess.
Is the rudder clear back there?
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's better balanced now. The rudder is fully clear. We have a...
Yeah, 100%.
You're pivoting us.
Okay, here we go.
We just hit something.
I got the line.
You want the... let me put a bowline back in.
Do you want me to give it back to him?
Okay, yeah, good. Watch your teeth down there.
Okay.
With the lines used to pivot Calico skies cleared, Kitty tows us out of the reef, and we prepare to anchor her in the deeper water where she will be safe.
Ask him to stop then. Can you stop for a second?
It doesn't want to turn. I don't think the brake is on.
The chain's stuck over here.
It's not moving.
The chain's stuck.
Oh, it's part over.
You need to get it free.
Ooh, doesn't feel great. You guys see any lines? I'm gonna start to bend it up to get away from you a little bit. What is it?
We can push off at this point. We're not going anywhere.
No, I'll put under our own power. What is it?
Dinghy line?
That's our dinghy line. I think there's a tow line somewhere. Yeah, bridle. How do I bridle? Is everyone clear? Someone have charts? I got my phone.
Close to the reef?
No, it's 58 feet, but the chart's not good here.
The adrenaline is wearing off and exhaustion is setting in. At this point, all I want to do is get the boat safely anchored.
I want to make sure the boat's holding.
We have trouble getting the anchor to set properly, and it takes a few tries before we feel confident that it's dug in well and we're set. And then the debriefing begins, trying to figure out exactly what happened and how. Grappling with the magnitude of tonight and only just beginning to process the emotional impact of it all.
How you feeling? Better?
Yeah, I'm a little afraid to feel relieved, but yeah. It could have gone a lot worse, I guess, like a lot worse.
I'm happy we got it off so fast. I didn't know, it would suck to sit there all night, right?
Yeah. I just like don't even know how it happened. Like,
That's kind of how it happens, right? Just like that, right? Good outcome.
just like there's so many things like, and I don't even know what happened. Like we didn't drag,
Yeah.
so like, yeah, it's just really weird the way the boat swung like that.
Yeah, I didn't see you guys close together. I just saw that you picked up anchor and then I was like,
We are deeply touched and incredibly grateful that our friends were here tonight and selflessly worked to save Calico skies. Kitty, Derek, Michael, and Chloe were our angels today, and without them, this story could have easily had a different ending. There are many lessons learned for us and some surprising things we came to discover only after we'd eventually made it back to deep water again, only around 3 hours after the nightmare began.
Okay.
Yeah.
The rudder's
I can't believe it.
The rudder's the only thing that's like kind of not behaving. I don't know, maybe it's tweaked.
Our biggest takeaway is a simple one. We were anchored only about 200 feet from the reef's start, a fact that we were not aware of until we ended up on it. The charts in this location are not good, and the satellite imagery is blurry, as though it was taken on a cloudy day. And though we knew there was a wind shift predicted, it was supposed to be light and not the storm with the 30 knots of wind that we got. But simply being too close to the reef in a storm is not what caused our problem. When we swung during the wind shift, we came very close to our friend's boat, which at the time made no sense. We hadn't dragged. When we tried to pick up the chain and the windlass failed, we didn't realize that our chain was wrapped around a coral below us, and when it finally released, we were flung quickly, with 70 feet of chain still in the water, affecting our steerage. In the strong wind and steep seas, and with no situational awareness, we were on the reef almost immediately. When we reflect on what made the difference when it came to eventually getting off the reef, besides the teamwork of our friends, the dive lights, which happened to be charged, were critical. There were also things that happened that were out of our control that actually worked in our favor. When the storm ended and the water was flat, we had the ability to work on an escape without the boat continuing to sustain damage to the hull and rudder. Not only was Calico skies not hitting the reef quite long enough to sustain catastrophic damage, but the psychological impact of the sudden quiet after seemingly never-ending sounds of the boat shuddering and smashing into the reef were tremendous. There were some moments not captured on film, One of these being that a man in a black wetsuit and masked with a dive light emerged from the darkness, standing just feet from Calico's guys. Two feelings erupt simultaneously: relief that someone was there, followed by terror when we realized that he was standing and had simply walked over from the spot he'd been fishing. While Calico was bashing on the reef, and even for some time after, we had absolutely no idea that we were about 50 feet off of the beach. Our situational awareness really was zero until that point, and that is a very, very scary feeling. Calico skies draw us 4 feet, 2 inches of water, and there were several corals high enough to sit just 1 to 2 feet under the water. It is a miracle that we survived, and we were ultimately able to re-anchor safely. We spent many hours into the night going through the events with our friends and trying to figure out exactly what happened, when, and how. And these conversations continued long after tonight. Today we escaped by the grace of God and the help of our friends, and tomorrow we will all wake to the gift of a new day.